Wind Ranger.
Yeah, that's
Decent shackle shot, but damage from the trap is enough. Now TA goes for the TP out. Ooh, this is close. Very tight. Don't move in the fountain, CCNC. Don't bump around.
Stand still.
Stand very, very still. He just burnt one of his refraction absorb charges from the rupture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter at all, though, I believe.
Yeah, he'll be fine. That was very, very close. He waited quite a bit before TPing there. He was like, do I have to TP? No, he TP'd. But in the end, he got a solo kill on Windrunner at least, first of all. And Rupture was expended. Top. DY with the fake Vendetta.
This is a pseudo Vendetta.
Yes. It doesn't hit as hard, but it's still just as deadly.
And there it is with the stun into the Blood Right. Great rotations from VG Gaming. This Bloodseeker is making a name for himself outside of that middle lane. Sure enough, he died to CCNC early, but this movement up, killing Drow, the Bane, getting some good gold flowing into his pockets. It's still a reasonable deficit here that he has to kind of catch up to with this mid lane being pressured so hard. And Crip rotating in to try and maybe catch a kill onto Fade. Courier still lurking around in that mid lane as well, but the fact that CCNC is doing, spectacularly feels decent for EG, even if you are losing a little bit in that top lane.
Yeah, they do have to be worried about this Bloodseeker and all his successful ganks, though, because he was having a really hard time on mid lane, but now he's pretty much the same net worth, 200 behind the TA, so he's getting good impact. And of course, Luna having a good laning stage would be so very important for her pushing power. Luna and Drow are quite similar in that sense, though. Both of them want to take towers, get all those tier 2s gone early.
And we return to try top. No, we don't. Wind Ranger's still lurking around in middle. EG bring their full forces up north. Yang in the creep wave bottom. S4 moving in. 10 seconds until he has that black hole. Might expect to see a TP down here just to give him a helping hand in killing off that Necro.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Just helping during the black hole would be really big.
It looks like they're setting up top, though. Nice Nightmare transfer again. Nyx Assassin keeping Paparazzi running. Crit with a Fisher block there. Crit going to block him on the defensive side rather than the aggressive.
That's not what he wanted. He had Drow coming up, so they could maybe have killed him there with some Frost Arrows if he got the correct stun, but it can be tricky landing it.
No TPs on the 3 EG heroes top. They do smoke, though, swinging in towards mid. Crit leading the charge with Fly just a little behind. Smoke pops, and they probably know that someone's up on that high ground and maybe expect some observer wards to come in deep as well.
Yeah, this might be them sniffing out what Fade has been doing, especially as he runs back here into division.
DY tried to get both, but the classic moment of hitting neither of them while Yang down bottom gets the kill with the help of Ori. And Ori has been a roaming Bloodseeker. He spent like 5 minutes in lane and then he's been just everywhere.
He's been doing a lot of work as well. The ganks have been really successful. He has an Arcane Rune.
Crit. Under the tower, looking for Paparazzi. DY will try and cut through the tree here. With that carapace, he will succeed at getting himself home. At least safe and sound for now.
Mid tower being threatened here. TA wants to try and take it.
Blightstone, massively valuable. And bringing in many heroes, though, to take down CCNC. He gets the tower. Rupture over on him. He's just running dead towards that Radiant side of the river, but he's perfectly fine now. The follow-through isn't there. And with the Fish of the Trap, maybe they can chase and look for a turnaround. Shackle shot latching, though, will cause problems.
Oh, the
for EG. That side blade hitting 2 heroes in the back was beautiful. Fade going to deny the illusion rune, still not popping these traps. CCNC doesn't feel like they will accomplish anything. VG Gaming, though, losing that tier 1 mid.
Yeah, good reaction by EG there. I mean, the trap, you could see how much trap slow impact has there, because he felt like he should die. He was ruptured, there was a Windrunner around, so he cannot TP. But he just straight up ran back to his tower, and he cannot be chased because he has the traps down. So you need to have sentries on the mid lane. If you're playing against the TA, it's ultra important. And similarly, TA needs to have sentry as well. So whoever wins that is going to have a big advantage. Oh, rotation here. Looks like they might run into Fly. Nope. Gonna go deeper and find Ortiz.
That is a juicy kill. And very simple at that. Nicely executed, so they can look for more. They didn't expend too much to take that down. With 4 heroes top, they can go for a tower of their own. Evil Genius is not in a position really at all to contest that or defend it. With a catapult and this Lunar Blessing going to work. And Crit's still trying to lurk around, but you just see how aggressive they are. They're like, this tower is ours. We've got the numbers here. We'll ward down deep and we'll make damn sure that EG don't defend.
Yeah, they're gonna start pushing it, but it's not that easy to bring it down. They need quite a bit of right clicks here. Luna won't really take it during this creep wave. Oh, Crit running into DY.
In comes Ori and Fade. Rupture, Shackle Shot, Lucent Beam, but a 3-man Fisher keeping Fly in the game at least for 3 or 4 seconds longer, while RTZ bottom with S4. Looks like a black hole there on the Necro finds them a kill. And a bit of pressure on that bottom tier 1, and they push a lot faster. Then it's VG Gaming team do top, so yeah, they're going to have to come back and defend. Ori starts things off with a Blood Right. Get rid of those Eidolons.
Some nice Eidolon farming going on there. Arteezy very aggressive here, might be in trouble actually. DY running after him.
There is the stun to kick things off. Shackle Shot latching. A little bit of a curved one there. Fade's been watching Wanted as he bends the Shackle Shot into the tree.
For sure has. That was a very nice gank by the Nyx Assassin. Just barely had the range as well to go for that impale play.
It was very tight. Templar Assassin CCNC still a reasonable 400 gold ahead of this Bloodseeker, but with the way the lane started, you know, he would really feel like he should be much, much further ahead. But he's got his Blink Dagger, he's level 12. Still feeling...
Bloodseeker has to be super happy about it. All they want is 1 kill on TA though, and that would make a big difference as well. TA is farming very aggressively here. Finds Yang.
Farming heroes, potentially. Good
Maybe.
Fisher with the enchant to stop Yang from moving. Fly has the Nightmare to cancel the TP. With level 5 Fly, there is no Fiend script, but it doesn't appear they need it. A good stun nearly kept Yang in the game.
Yeah, that was close. Nice try there from the Nyx Assassin, but in the end, gonna be another kill on the side of CCNC on a killing spree now.
EG trying to converge on their location as well. Paparazzi has the Eclipse. CCNC has Refraction and Blink, and there we go, pops them both, gets out of danger, gives the Golem away to Paparazzi, but that's fine to keep yourself alive. Fade with an Invis rune here, eyeing up Crit, sets up the Nyx Impale with a Shackle Shot, but it doesn't land anyway.
Yeah, nice little try there. He's like, just give me a Shackle Shot and I will try to stun, but it's hard to land it in time. Meanwhile, top lane is being pressured a lot by these Eidolons. Damage.
S4 with the casual Midnight Pulse. Fade and DY coming in towards Fly. Cancel out that Nightmare. Shackle Shot level 2 here with the power shot to go. And they transfer the Nightmare again to try and get the Nyx Assassin involved. A little bit wonky there, it felt like.
Yeah, and that Nightmare had a lot of value. Lasted forever. Lasted forever for sure. RTC just kind of tucking away in the jungle and farming now, trying to hide and just provide his aura.
For me.
Yes.
I mean, if he's too scared to go, like, that is one of, like, the most kind of... self-thought things. Like, I can't go for the bounty rune. I'm going to deny it. I think in every situation, I personally would have gone and clicked that bounty rune. I would have gone for it and died for it.
It's scary, man. Scary runes. Don't do it.
Very clever, Arteezy. Very, very clever. S4 and Fly. Though they've got to keep their wits about them, and they will back up to their own sentry. So now they see the Nyx. Perfect. Maybe not so perfect.
Oh, the Fiend script was wasted.
You can still hear the noise of it going, but the Carapace did shut it down very quickly.
Is it forever?
No, just the full duration, I think. I believe. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. Sound cue bugs. I remember there was a time where you could animation cancel Requiem on SF.
Oh, bottom. They run into each other.
Yep.
Yang in the tree line.
And TA's here as well. TP out from Yang. Do we have Echo Slam? We of course do. Yang's still alive. How long though? Ruptured TA is just going to TP away. Ori not committing there as that Fisher blocked him out. Meanwhile, Dire side. Fly's looking to set up onto this. Luna forces the Eclipse. Fly with a Nightmare saves himself up. S4, Malefice, Paparazzi gets away, but that's an ulti forced. And EG, yet again, happy with their situation.
Yeah, that's really great for them. They can still push the tower. No worries about anything now as they committed that Eclipse. And even with the catapults, with Drow Aura, now we're talking. This Enigma is pushing fast. Eidolons with Drow Aura is just dumb. They hurt so much.
And they get double damage.
Yeah, I mean, right now they do. Later on, they will get way more.
That's silly.
Yeah,
that's very silly.
It's very useful. That's what it is. And if you increase damage on catapults, I mean, that has a very big impact due to the damage type. It just gets so much extra damage on towers.
Fly. Spotted by Observer Ward. Sentry just out of range, it looks like. They got the Nightmare on the Nyx. And they will back themselves away. Fade is still trying to land a shackle shot there, a little bit far away from the rest of his team, though. As we take a look at the primary items being picked up by a number of these players. TA, perfectly classic. Blink into Deso.
Yeah.
Ori with the Yule Scepter into Halberd, though, to kick things off. Very utility-focused.
For sure. He just doesn't want the enemy to TP out from him as well. But it also provides a little bit of faster way for him to cancel the Black Hole or the Fiend Script. So it can be quite useful to have the Yule Scepter.
Even just messing up Earthshaker's chaining abilities.
Yeah.
So many valuable aspects of Yule's.
Yeah. It's a very useful item.
Hey! You got one!
Oh, Rupture, but links it with Refraction. You don't take any damage if you have a Refraction up. So it's going to be quite safe, just hiding in the Roche. A lot of ultis being used in this game where nothing comes out of it at all. We saw the Black Hole on bottom, we saw the Eclipse, we see the Rupture here. A lot of spells that in the end just don't do anything.
Everyone's baiting it out, like poking and prodding in these in these jungle areas.
Oh yeah, and the Fiend Script onto the Spiked Carapace as well. A lot of failed spells.
EG, what are you up to? CCNC is still in this pit.
They want a Roche. That's what they're feeling. He's been in this pit so long now he wants to kill Roche.
The opposite of, oh goodness, Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, the opposite. He lived with him and now he realizes he must die.
He must. He must die.
Bad roommate. I think that's more likely to happen to me.
Yeah.
The reverse.
Must kill.
Yes. Well, they instantly feel like the rotation is coming in, so they stop the Roche, and Arteezy now is hiding. He is hiding, man. Please, don't find me.
Oh, he might get found here. Hello.
He does, but it's only Windrunner.
No focus fire
else.
points either. So Fade with Earn Blink just blinks away.
Yeah, he's like shackled, power shot. Yep, that's it. I'm out.
I mean, that's a bit of chip damage onto Arteezy now. Maybe sets
You
up.
make it sound like he's a tower. Chip damage. Arteezy, yeah,
chip damage.
Unhealable.
And if they go in for a proper fight now, yeah, he's been set up.
I mean, I would feel pretty harassed if someone just came into my jungle, shackled me, shot me, and then blinked away.
Yeah.
Very rude. Very rude play.
It was Fade. We'll see if he does it again. Start giving him yellow cards.
So he's actually going for a BKB rush on the Enigma with the Helmet Dominator.
No Midas, no Blink, straight into BKB.
Yeah, I guess. He feels like he needs it. I don't know about this. I struggle to justify it because I feel like it's so hard to land the BKB ulti anyway without Blink. So then you might as well just wait until you have both, and then Midas would probably have been worth it by that time, you know?
But I guess, you know, your question about who's going to be the one that goes in, he's going to BKB, walk in, waddle around, force the opponents to split. And maybe that gives an opportunity for Crit to Blink Echo.
The BKB and Waddle play is a play, but I'm just saying it can be hard to execute it the way you want. And you are sacrificing quite a bit by not going Midas on Enigma. Your late game a lot less impressive if you don't go for it.
So do you reckon he goes GPM talent? To make up?
With this build, yeah. I would go GPM. If he still goes CDR, I would be very surprised. He'll be very poor.
Yeah, sure will.
Weakening move.
TA working on her BKB. Drow Ranger Shadow Blade is what, like 1,000 away?
Yeah, starting to build it. When she has that, she can start being a little bit more aggressive with her split push, but also start looking for kills. Good scan there. It's like, this jungle doesn't feel safe. Oh, it's not safe.
Hello, Necro. Arteezy's had a few little good moments there where he's felt the temperature of the water and he's been like, no, not today. There's sharks out there.
Yep.
Yang is one of those sharks on the Necro with Blink and Veil. Potentially has solo kill power over a number of these heroes. With just a little bit of harass damage to start things off. But look at Fly, all the way in the back.
Oh, they're going for Luna.
Onto Bloodseeker and the Blink Echo onto Luna. Easy pickings. As Yang's Shackle Shot didn't quite latch onto a hero there. Double creep. Gets caught, but
got two of them. Yeah, that's beautiful, using your Shaker ulti like that, and Shaker lives as well afterwards. That's a really good feeling for him. And Luna, she's not quite tanky enough to bait like that.
I mean, Fly with the big distractions, honestly. Like running in behind, nightmaring the Bloodseeker.
Oh, yeah.
Because immediately, even if there are two heroes here, you just know that the VG heroes, all eyes are looking back to there. They're just like, focus on that.
It feels like a big Bane play that we keep seeing over and over. People just running in with Bane, like being dumb, and then something else happens meanwhile.
Yeah.
It's like, look here, you fool.
The fake idiocy.
It's some pickpocketing strats going on here. Distraction tactics.
Man, they are really clever with that kind of shit.
They are.
Like, but the weird thing is, like, once you know the like 2 or 3 strats that the majority of people on the streets use, you can see it coming like an actual mile away. Like, you can see them preparing for the old distraction play.
Yeah. Can't trust anyone.
Dropping a coffee on you, or saying your shoelace is untied, or whatever it may be. The Fiend's Grip, an immediate blow up there of Fade.
He's walking in.
S4, he is. He's waddling forward, and he's big, he's shiny, he's a golden god. He's not really doing too much, though. Mainly a deterrent for the rest of VG to back away and give EG the Roshan.
Yeah, should be pretty easy Rosh as well. Quite long death timers here, and Luna is nowhere near coming to that, so EG in a very good spot right now. Gold-wise, though, both teams are quite even. If we look at just gold advantage, you know, there's not a very big difference between the two. Of course, the Roshan and the kills are going to make a little bit of an impact now, but they were dead even.
Yeah, it'll swing things a little bit towards EG, but yeah, it's got to be said, VG Gaming, I think this Necro in particular has farmed very well from the off lane. Looking to get a pick off here, EG, but not enough.
Necro's got good farm, but he's not getting involved in any of the kills, which is really problematic for him. He's been killed 3 times, and he's not really finding a way to activate. He does have the Blink Dagger, so look to him maybe joining the fights a little bit more now. He struggled so far.
Well then, Nyx Assassin, that's a high ground you won't walk up blind into again.
Yeah, well, you say that, but he actually died just the same way 2 minutes ago. So I don't know. See you in 2 minutes, I guess.
It's like fool me once, shame on me. Fool you once, shame on you.
They can't be there again. That would be ridiculous. TA is so good with some stunts on our team.
Drow.
Oh boy.
Debut of the Shadow Blade.
Halberd, not really gonna do much, but delayed the inevitable here.
Bloodseeker. Between 4 EG heroes.
He's like, I'll rupture you. You stay here.
Arteezy, have fun trying to find farm when you've been ruptured.
Yeah. Man, Fly, you could at least have pulled the creeps over to Arteezy. What kind of a support are you?
Look at VG Gaming. Paparazzi Fade, both preparing for a fight down bottom, still looking for Arteezy. They've got a sentry and an obs. And Arteezy, he's pushing. Oh no, he's smart.
Oh, boy.
Is he smart? Is he dumb? Which one is it?
Oh.
He's been caught. Fade there. With Paparazzi to help, Arteezy, with the dust on him, will die finally.
Yeah, but meanwhile, there's also a fight going down on the bottom rune. Quick little kill on Necro there. The Shaker and TA are doing so much work together. There was a Fiend script as well, but just Shaker with his long-range initiation helping out so much. TA has the damage to kill just about anything. The two of them are killing it. Oh, killing whatever they want.
It looked like an okay trade there. You know, Drow Ranger.
Mid, they're gonna do the same thing. Oh, Spike Carapace advanced. He felt it this time.
He definitely did. And TA with his Aegis for another couple of minutes. Still a lot of room to maneuver here. Fade having popped the wind run. No time to blink as the Nightmare will come through from Fly, and S4 is ready. Just to throw a couple of spells into the Wind Ranger. Dead Fade. Nice little pickup as they can transition into maybe a tier 2 push down bottom.
Oh,
but
look
Dire
at the double
Scan,
scans.
Radiant Scan. The Venn diagram of scan on scan as Crit escapes. CCNC trapping, looking for Paparazzi. Hiding away in the trees.
You'll find him now.
TP on cooldown.
Find him. Find him, boy.
Trap.
Oh, no. Wrong way. He's still there. Patient. Patient, Luna.
Waiting, biting.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have TP, so he doesn't really have a choice.
Ah, it was on cooldown for 30 seconds, but it looked like biding her time a little bit for the rest of VG to come in.
They want to catch S4, but pretty hard to reach them here. They're now pinging top. They're like, get TA.
They smoked and they looked like they were heading top, but S4 with a BKB solo black hole cancelled by the Reaper's Scythe. Ori and Yang potentially in a spot of bother now. The rest of VG Gaming trying to come in through the back, but Crit is blocking their access. Ori dead with the blood right over to the Drow. She will get silenced, but who cares when CCNC comes in and slaps down DY. EG, they're moving on forward for another kill. It's a double for Arteezy. 3 down on VG Gaming. And EG in the driving seat with his Aegis of the Immortal going forward for more objectives.
Feels like EG are just slightly outmaneuvering them at all points of this game. It's not necessarily that there was a big difference in farm or something like that, but apart from the laning stage, they're just connecting better. Bottom lane, Fiend scripting. Caught the Luna.
They're taking tier 3 at the same time. Yeah, GG's got it's over. Game 1's over.
Yeah.
VG Gaming tap out.
Well, when your Luna dies to 2 supports killing her, you know, might as well call it.
Feels pretty bad, man. Feels pretty bad. Now, I saw a couple of stats earlier on from Knoxville. Ori had some ridiculous KDA stats. I think it was like 11 kills plus assists per game on average, and something like 9 kills. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was pretty insane. Then you come to a game like this where he's gone 3-3-5, Bloodseeker into TA. His impact has been minimal, and they gave him that kind of last pick.
That's a score ruined right there. But I told you that it doesn't work. You can't just put a Bloodseeker alone against TA and not help. And they have the chance. I'm honestly a little bit frustrated about this because Bloodseeker was almost like level 4 against level 6 mid, and you had Windrunner right there on mid while the creeps were touching each other. You know, the creep waves were meeting. Why not stay and harass for one creep wave? It used to be the meta to do this, right? It used to be what everyone did.
Skywrath.
Yeah.
Siren.
Yeah. Good old patch. However, it's still valuable to do it nowadays. It's just that most of the time it's not worth it compared to being on a side lane. But if you're already on the mid lane and you happen to be Windrunner, who's one of the best heroes at doing it, why throw that opportunity away? I think that really set them in a bad spot in laning stage. And Bloodseeker did a lot of work. He played fantastic to come back into it.
Well, he ganked that tri-lane over and over again.
Yeah, he got a lot of
good
rotations going on. Even ganked bottom lane and found a kill there with the Reaper Scythe. But ultimately, he was not able to lane mid at all.
Yeah.
And he had to kind of work with whatever he had. Makes you really think, what if he had, dominated mid or even won mid, in a good way. So at least looking back at the game, I think there are some minor details that could have changed the game a lot. So I think the two teams were quite evenly matched. Excited for next game.
It was just a nice little kind of Roshan flick the switch. EG knew that they'd just broken that VG lineup just a little bit, and they knew that the Luna was going to take a substantial amount of time to catch up. The Mask Manus, the Asher, very farm-based. Yeah. She needed maybe 5 or 6 minutes to BKB. And I'm ready, but EG hit real hard.
Luna is basically this. She needs Mask Manus to farm, then she needs BKB and Dragonlance, or Yasha BKB or something like that. And you need these items, and then you need to go hit towers. And she's so vulnerable that she needs basically her entire team around her when she sieges a tower. And it's kind of hard to play that style. Most of these games are decided a lot by split pushing power and then picking off when the enemy spread out. That's what EG did. Split push a lot with Enigma and the Drow, and then Shaker and TA punish everyone everywhere all the time.
The amount of pickoffs they got were just Fisher into Melt Strike. There was 4 or 5 in a row, which pretty much just closed the game out. Yeah. But there we have it. Game 1 in the books. Game 2 coming up after a short break as EG against VG continues. See you guys in a bit.
Intel technology powers the best of esports, and the best demand a superior level of performance. So we're introducing the 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processors. Designed for the world's best gamers, in celebration with our community. We're hosting the 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processor Dream Stakes. We want to bring you inside our world of esports for once-in-a-lifetime experience that only Intel can provide. Enter for a chance to win a trip to one of 9 world-class events across 3 sweepstakes. We're taking the winner and a guest behind the scenes for a one-of-a-kind VIP treatment. Winners will also get the latest 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processor and walk away with exclusive swag. Enter for your chance to win starting November 5th, 2018. Visit corei9.intel.com to sign up for more information.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. Remember where you came from. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on. Red Bull gives you wings.
Because it's forever. Because it's juicy. Because it's fresh. Because it's 2 patties of 100% premium beef, legendary special sauce, crisp lettuce in a toasted sesame seed bun. It's the Big Mac.
Bitburger 0.0. Select your favorite. Containing vitamins, isotonic, and with unbeatable freshness. Bitburger 0.0, always a bit more refreshed.
Take me to oblivion. I want you to lift me up so high, high, a place that no one's ever been. Take me to oblivion.
Welcome back, guys, as we transition ourselves to the wonderful little camera we've got. Game 2, Wagamama, Evil Geniuses versus Vici Gaming. Game 1 was quite interesting, honestly, all things considered. The draft from Vici with that Bloodseeker last pick.
I think many things could have made that game go either way, honestly, but EG, they looked a little bit more intentional with some of their moves, some of their plans. Vici Gaming looked like they were panicking and trying to get what they could, and they got quite a bit as well. There was a point when they killed the entire tri-lane of EG. That looked really solid, but at the same time, CCNC was never really killed. He was free farming on his TA, and you got to a point eventually where the tools were just there for EG. They were doing the split pushing with Drow and Enigma, and the kills were happening everywhere with the rest of the team.
As soon as they got that Earthshaker TA, just kind of duo roaming the map and finding pickoffs, it kind of felt like EG had it in their grasp, and Vici were...
It shows the power. Like, TA needs disables. That's all she needs. Shaker is arguably one of the best heroes to pair her up with. I always say this when I played in teams in the past and they ask, okay, what heroes do we need to pick with TA? You know, it's not just about what don't you want to play against. And I always just say, give me stuns. Any stun is good.
Any stun is good.
You got to think about it, though. Last game, that was a last pick Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
And he got destroyed in lane. He was level 4 against level 6. That is, you know, qualifies as destroyed to me. And then he tried to play the recovery Dota, but it wasn't enough. You really want to be careful about your draft. I think draft has been very, very impactful in a lot of the games that we watch. It's not just about the execution. Draft is like maybe 60-70% of the game, I think. Honestly, I would give it that much credit.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. Vici Gaming and EG, are they changing things up a little bit? Vici Gaming definitely changing their bans around there a little bit. Bane enters the field. I feel like EG have the same bans as the previous game, Tiny IO Silencer, starting off with a Weaver as the primary pick. I feel like that's our first Weaver of the stream.
I think so. I think our first... No, we've seen... Yeah, well, to this stream, but we saw one Weaver yesterday. There was one guy, because I remember he's level 25 and he was running around really fast. So there was one. I can't remember who picked it, but either way... Weaver, pretty nice hero against Egg. You have the double attack already guaranteed. S4 also likes playing the Weaver. He's definitely comfortable on that hero.
EG banned the Weaver because of the first pick switch. EG banned the IO this time.
Yeah.
Don't want to give Vici that first pick IO. That's what changed there.
Yeah, a little bit of a swapperoo in that. Of course, IO always respected by the team with second pick. You don't want to give it away. Even if you know there's stuff to counter it with, it's so hard to play against. Wisp is just powerful.
Do we start to build up our toxic draft? Phoenix Undying, start things up?
Might be.
Against Weaver Bloodlust, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not fun to play. Not fun to play Undying. Against Weaver is the only thing. Like, yeah, he has no HP, but eventually you're just useless against him because you have no stun or silence.
Oh, I do like that. Guaranteed disable almost against the Weaver with a blink call, but also that safety net for Phoenix, being able to potentially protect the egg with that Axe Berserker.
That's true. That's true. He does provide a little bit of safety there, and pretty powerful dueling, which we probably will see these two heroes together. Shouldn't underestimate it, at least.
Classic Drow ban.
Yeah,
Drow Weaver, not something that VG Gaming want to deal with.
I was surprised that they didn't ban it in the first phase, but banning the Marana instead, you know, realizing that there are many heroes that EG are strong at playing. But at least they won't have to deal with Drow, even after having Axe themselves. They don't want to face it. Terrorblade gets banned out. One hero that EG don't want to deal with.
And Necro being completely ignored so far.
He is. Didn't work out so great for VG Gaming in the first game. Felt like he didn't really come online and do anything. He was having a pretty good laning stage at some points, but then he was doing good in the beginning. But then S4 just started denying him a lot and shoving him out of the lane, and then he kind of felt homeless. Necro.
He kind of moved top, farm jungle. He had Blink Veil at a reasonable timing. But
he did have Blink Veil pretty early, but never able to really get a kill on TA or even Drow. He just ran around and got ganked mostly.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those awkward things where he's got items to fight, but the game state didn't allow him to. Yeah,
it was a really tough spot for him. Shaker banned by Vici as well.
There it is.
Still scared of it, even with Ogre Magi picked. Guess it makes sense.
5 seconds remaining.
Not 100% sure that EG would have played it, but they might have, and they don't want to take a might have.
With the way things have been going, this Ogre could be position 3. Recently, we've been seeing a decent shift in terms of playing that out of 5 and into 3.
We have seen that. I think Ogre 3 is a very interesting role where he can be really strong, but I think it takes a certain player to be able to execute it. Because I've seen many players just build the wrong items or not use the power of Ogre in the right way. And even though they had like a really strong laning stage, they just turn out useless.
So there are lots of ways you can go, right? I've seen kind of 3 main builds. There's the Aetherlens Aghanims build, which just like burst people into the ground. There's the kind of aura, tanky stats build,
Crimson
Guard and Pipe. And then there's the more fun one with the Radiance that has popped up from time to time. But that's more like a position 1, in the off lane
I have
rather than pos 3.
I have not quite seen that. But that sounds like a lot of fun as well to watch.
I can't remember who someone played it yesterday. I can't remember who it was, but they had Radiance Ogre, and he was like 15,000 net worth, top of the pops.
Dear Lord.
So Warrior for Evil Geniuses.
Classic Phoenix counter just coming out.
Matches up against Axe reasonably well.
Yep, it does. Well, this is really hard now for Phoenix, I feel. He's gonna have a tough time getting a good egg off against Bloodlust, Weaver with Geminate Attack, and an Ursa. I mean, just these 3 heroes alone are making it tough.
10 seconds remaining.
Don't even want to see 2 more heroes in this. But fortunately, it's probably just going to be a support Phoenix as always, so shutting down a support is not super big.
Not the end of the world. Oh, Vici into this 3rd pick. Ursa, Ogre, Weaver, 3 heroes that you kind of have to deal with and handle.
You might still go back for the Necro, honestly. I mean, yeah, it didn't work out that great in the last game, but he is quite strong against some of these heroes. Gonna go Venge. Alright.
These picks are so snappy. I mean, VG Gaming, okay, it's deliberate, very kind of slow and steady with that Venge pick, but Evil Geniuses, even in the prior draft, there was a Troll snap pick they had in one of those previous games. Now Morphling's just like, there we go.
Their 4th picks are instantaneous. They know. There's no doubt. What we pick right there.
No doubt whatsoever. So where does this move us now? Ursa, where's he heading? Is this Morphling middle lane, Weaver in the safe lane? Ursa, I mean, I guess the side lanes you can swap around.
You could put Weaver mid as well, but I prefer Morphling mid. Try to match up the Ursa against the Axe, and then Weaver against whatever they pick, which works out quite well because Weaver is versatile enough and strong enough of a laner. They probably can go against whatever they pick last on the side of VG Gaming. Also want to know if this is a core or a support Venge. It could be could be a support Venge, but I almost prefer the core Venge over support. She's
got some great stats, and in lane very often feels pretty good against heroes like Weaver because you have a pretty massive amount of kind of burst damage, and you force a lot of regen on him early on anyway. It will be the support
that answers the question.
Shift into Luna again.
Well, Venge with Luna is a nice couple. Although the two of them, they go together so well. Look at them. Even visually, man, they're just meant for each other. You have this aura strat going down, you just push really hard. I do concern myself a little bit here for Vici though that they don't have the best Morphling counters. Yeah, at some point if Axe has Blade Mail, he can maybe kill Morphling on his own if he's fast enough. Or perhaps if he has Shadow Blade to do it. But other than that, their stuff is really bad against Morphling. Really bad.
They've got some decent kiting against Ursa Weaver with Swap. Luna Axe. They build reasonably tanky. I'm just wondering about this. Like the last pick you mentioned kind of potentially has to deal with the Morphling here. On top of, you know, a Spirit Vessel from the Phoenix. But Evil Geniuses, they've got some really elusive, tanky, annoying heroes to bring down. And
they do.
Like if these fights draw out, I'm looking at VG Gaming right now with Luna Eclipse, Phoenix Supernova. They've got some reasonably long cooldowns that they will be relying on.
There's also a downside of playing a hero like Luna, who has an ulti that bursts out all the damage at once, against stuff like Ursa with the ulti. If Ursa pops ulti, he just tanks all that. So they do go back into Necrophos. I thought it looked like a good Necro game. I'm glad that they agree with me. They just picked it a little bit later, not showing it too early.
5th pick Necro.
Well, he just makes a lot of sense against Ursa and Weaver. It's so hard to kill Necro if you only have right clicks. And ulti still helps a little bit bring down certain heroes here.
10 seconds remaining.
A little bit spooky against Morph Adaptive Strike.
Yes, it's scary to press the W, but there's not really that much else, you know. I mean, multicast from Ogre maybe, but typically you might buy a Hood if you concern yourself about the magic damage anyway, as a Necro. So we'll see.
So Morphling ulti, we'll leave that for later. Final pick for Evil Genius is probably the better thing to talk about right now at the end of the draft, as they look towards their position 4 or 5.
Yeah, it really should be. Unless they want to go crazy and play a support Weaver. It could all have been a debate until now, and it's just a Weaver and Ogre support. I don't expect that, but they could also be like, surprise, it's TA again, she's back. It wouldn't surprise me. A lot of teams are doing these bait and switch picks. But more likely than not, this is just going to be a support. Maybe even something basic like a Crystal Maiden. Could work really well here. Oh!
Choose your
it's the Leshrac.
That's a CCNC hero, isn't it?
He does play it. He does play it. Yep, he's going to play it in this game, so it is a bait and switch.
Arteezy Morphling. Is it Ursa or is it Weaver? There's Fly on the Ogre. Ursa Weaver. Ursa Weaver. It's got to be Weaver, right?
What? Which?
Support, I mean.
Oh, Weaver support, yeah, for sure. I mean, you could support Ursa.
Okay, just follow the axe around?
It's not impossible, but it's kind of unorthodox.
It used to be good before they had that massive nerf on Fury swipes, because it was, what, 20 seconds, all levels duration? Then they put it down to like 8, 12,
it's
whatever.
A lot weaker now. It is going to be. It's going to be that, though. Well, you just gotta be more persistent. Just gotta chase after.
You have to commit super hard.
Yeah. Dude, what is this ogre weapon? This is bubbling.
It's the HP thing from Diablo.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know what you call them. I didn't play much Diablo, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I guess
Pay attention next time!
With us shaking it. It's too hard.
Let's wobble it around a little bit. So S4 Weaver, Fly Ogre, Crit Ursa. Arteezy Morph.
Gotta be careful when you draft these days. People are tricky. Secret were doing this as well, and now EG showing the same kind of stuff here.
Very tricksy little Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
So Ori's playing the Necro, actually. Puts Yang on the axe.
Yeah, I think that might suit him a little bit better as well. And I think Ori, it will be an interesting lane though. The Necro versus
Like
Leshrac should be, and I wonder. Be a conscious decision.
Yeah.
You know, is this what I want? Because things change in different games, and just this lane. If he had boots, even if he had a decent start, then no waveform is fine. But he's just so slow. He's getting right click to death easily.
ooh.
He won't.
Leshrac has one move speed more without boots.
Yeah, Leshrac is super fast hero. You also have the fact that Leshrac would probably be able to either pop the regen or pick the Fairy Fire. And even then, I mean, even an ulti right now doesn't really kill. You have to like
Death Pulse as well with maybe a hit or two.
And right clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's 2 right clicks and a Death Pulse.
I just saw the boots and I was like, he's fast. But Leshrac is faster.
Yeah. It's a sad story. As a Techies player, I know this story far too well.
Oh man.
You go to lane and you see everyone outrunning you despite you having boots.
Feels atrocious, man.
That's when you just gotta accept it. I'm slow. That's me.
5 minutes about to hit. S4.
Both the runes top are gonna go the way of Vici. Luna is gonna make sure of that. She might even run back and Shrine, but I don't think so. I think she'll just take the 2 runes.
Yang has bottle queued, and it looks like he wanted to bottle up the bounty runes. But with S4 here...
Yeah, it will be tough. Will be tough. He might run, like...
Ooh.
He might stutter step back and buy it, and then go for one of the runes. He needs to get back in the side shop AoE, though, if he wants to buy it. But he might do it.
A little risky against Weaver, but it looks
I don't know. If he buys it and somehow manages to just pop the bottle over and over and Magic Wand, he'll have mana for Berserker's Call, and then he can take the rune for sure.
Yeah.
If he makes that play. It's possible. There's a chance for Vici to get all 4 runes. Let's see it, Yang. It's up to you, sir.
You have to do it.
Yeah, you have to.
They know
by now, it's been paused long enough that he definitely thought about this. You know, he's seen the possibility.
He's like, I'm going to go grab the bottle, use one charge, go grab the bounty rune.
Probably going to have to use like all 3 of them because Weaver will probably attack him. So you need to like spam that shit. But it's doable.
And they know that Swarm's down already. Such a long cooldown.
Weaver has cooldown on everything right now.
Yeah. Even Gemini attack.
Yeah, even that. 3 seconds. Everything is aligning here perfectly for Axe to make the big 4 rune play.
The quad runes.
Oh, dude, we've seen it quite a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been like one of the defining moments of some of these games. It's the double quad runes that you always have to look out for. It's like the 5 and 10 or the 10 and 15.
Yeah, if you get the 10 and 15, that's a good sign that you're gonna win at 20.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, we feel really good. That's so
yeah. That or you're taking both the enemy shrines at the time. Those 2 things.
Which we saw last game.
Yes.
Now, Morphling 6 and 6. We know of his struggles. Can catch up. Morphling, one of those heroes that is going to be a threat throughout the game, it feels like. Especially here with Vici not having any supreme counter to the Morphling. There is Reaper's Scythe, and there will likely be a Spirit Vessel on the Morphling, of course. But you take a look at the farm of the other cores, and Vici Gaming with 3 of the top 5. 15-10 Luna, having a pretty spectacular game coming out of that tri-lane.
I mean, look
but the Necro, dude.
Look at the net worth of Necro compared to Lesh. You know, it's sort of similar in CS, but a big disparity already. Definitely doing good here. Like I said, the worry is a pretty powerful laner.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about the matchup, but he's making it happen. Let's see it, Axe. Oh, no, he man down.
Oh, no.
Man down. Didn't even buy the bottle. He's too scared.
S4, you beautiful boy.
Yeah, he's too scary, S4. He's leaving the rune.
Oh, he bought a bottle to go bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
They did do it.
Rotation in from Venge. Just walks away into the lane. Fair enough.
Yeah, and now the difference is even more apparent. Necro almost doubling the Leshrac's net worth. That quickly went from slightly ahead to
fully destroying.
Yep.
Swarm in from S4 towards Yang. Crit, not really able to catch up here, even with Boots and Windlace. Thanks to this Phoenix. But Yang and Fade don't really feel like they've got anything to do down here. They're kind of sticking around and seeing how things go.
It's a struggle lane.
Like, EG are winning 2 out of 3 lanes, and mid lane...
It's a struggle lane, but Yang is still getting farm. He's still same farm as the Weaver, so it's not, you know, it's not horrible. And it's crush time. Oh, okay.
It's go time.
Okay, they're like, whatever.
We shouldn't have talked about how things have been going so smoothly earlier on. We've cursed ourselves a little bit there.
Yeah.
Top lane, Magic Missile in. Paparazzi looking to follow through on Arteezy.
Time to go full Shanghai Major.
Oh, dearie me, no.
Oh, the clarity is like, I want you.
He still dies here, right? Like,
yeah, maybe. He could just be attack walked
That's
here.
a big adaptive strike with a strength up, though. I thought for sure he was going to waveform TP and just try and get himself out of danger, but he stuck around and allows for the turnaround. Crit
There's
and
the
fly.
bloodlusted Windlace Orb of Venom Ursa.
418 move speed.
He's a champion.
Num num num.
Get him.
Vengeful Spirits, done, done, done. DY pinging Paparazzi saying, dude.
Yeah, you fucking noob. Help me.
Where is my team?
Not saving my life. Disgusting. Well, either way, that was pretty good for Vici, as they only lost the Vengeful, and they forced quite a bit of rotations, which those rotations need to be going towards mid if you're on EG right now. You know, you want to help this Leshrac. Oh, maybe. He's fine on his own.
He's going in on Ori.
He is going in. The Necro ulti is very close to coming off cooldown.
This is a level 8 Necro as well. CCNC, not enough damage there and sitting on 800 HP. Very squishy to this double null potential strength treads on Necro. CCNC is only getting boots coming out in the courier in a minute or so because it's flying down to bottom to look for this Ursa Warrior. Where S4 and Crit both find Yang's axe.
Yeah, very nice play there. Really close to dying on Weaver. Has to be careful not to catch one of his spins, but he had good positioning.
This is such a nice little access point for Radiant to attack mid. It's being...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Allowed to get more kills right now. But he TP's bottom. He wants the kills.
Crit. I beg. That was ever so close to him killing Axe before falling to the Reaper Scythe, but they keep the Scythe and they get the Axe alive out of danger with a kill to his name.
Yeah, Weaver wants the CS.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Here with Slasher. They see. They have a center. Debating. Oh boy.
Oh, they've got it. Well, just the very edge. They had the perfect amount of damage and disable.
Nothing wrong here, officer. No,
Yeah.
we're not up to anything bad. Step closer, why don't you?
Just edge a little bit closer to
Yeah.
I like a bit of edging.
He took one step closer, and that's when they instantly just said, okay, that's a kill.
That's the end of your life. So CCNC having a travesty of a game so far, it feels like.
And Arteezy is in the same boat. He's really not having a good laning stage. I mean, 1980 GPM, or GPM, that would be good. Gold to his name.
That's a turbo game level of GPM.
A good turbo game.
A good turbo game. But yeah, this game feels much more comfortable for Vici Gaming. EG, you know, previously they've been winning kind of 2.5 of their lanes. This time around, they've definitely not done so well. Top and mid lane is not looking hot. They've got Phoenix now for Fade. Bleaching experience to crack 6.
It's the start that Vici needed. They can't have these games where CCNC just, you know, rolls mid and does whatever he wants. This game is almost looking like the complete opposite, but the Necro is just a superpower. And then we see Ogre going down on top. And I worry for what they're gonna do when the swap is starting to get into the mix here as well, because they're finding a lot of kills before using Vengeful ulti even. Runes spawning.
Like even defensively, right? That's the aggressive swap. Even defensive swap, I don't know if EG gonna be ready for that, because when they jump someone, they want to burst the hell out of them with Ursa, with Lash, with Morph.
It's a great way to kite Ursa, that's for sure.
It is a support Ursa, but Crit has a very valuable job to accomplish. Up towards top, Paparazzi. A little pull across here, Arteezy. Takes down the Satyr with that adaptive strike, but they've got so much disable with the magic damage. Arteezy.
He's like, I don't want to wave for him, but then again, he's just taking a lot of physical damage into his to his attributes. Yeah, he doesn't have a salve or anything.
Very close to death.
He just magic wands, try and get some HP up.
Poor little boy. The paparazzi continues free farming up top. DY sticks around, pinging into the tower. Looks like they're shoving with the catapult wave coming in. Mid lane, it's Fly there. So where's the rest of EG? Down bottom, CCNC with S4 and Crit. Looking to maybe dive Ori. This
It's interesting that they put Ori bottom. I like that decision. Oh, mid slow kill on Ogre. Tower top going down. I like to play though to put the Hood Necro bottom. He's very hard to kill. Oh, Necro might be able to kill S4 there. Very close.
not only very hard to kill, but nearly killing S4's Weaver.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, that was... I mean, he's got 7-1 and maybe the strength thread to come up.
Yeah, he has to be careful against Necro. Necro hurts.
Top lane. Loosen beam again onto that poor little Morphling, but EG, they are ready to strike.
Oh, Yang.
Fly
Oh,
finds
yeah.
Yang. I think he's just bought his Blink Dagger and it's coming on the Courier, so not a massive loss there for the Axe, but still a good pick-off for EG as they get onto the right track, finding pick-offs now.
Yeah, definitely. And in the end, he gank tanked for the Luna. Luna would be a better kill for him for sure, but they couldn't reach her as the Axe was farming in between. So still works out quite well for Vici, but it was the start of something for EG perhaps. They get a lot of gold, you know. Need some gold on this Ursa. Get a Blink support Ursa.
Need many gold.
Man, I look over to CCNC's Leshrac and there's some sad inventory.
Oof.
Oof.
12 minutes in, just under 4,000 net worth.
So squishy.
Behind the Axe even. And against this amount of magic damage and minus armor. What's Leshrac's armor at actually? Let's have a look. 7 plus the 2 from the tower.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's gonna get shredded by Wave of Terror.
Yeah, he has a surprisingly good base armor, but it doesn't really matter when your HP is so low. It's just 950 HP on a mid hero at this point in the game. That's very squishy. Oh boy. The smoke. They're gonna go on Paparazzi, and I think his friends are too far to save him.
His days look numbered.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is everywhere. Where do you run when that happens?
Where did they come from?
That was a perfect, not even triangulation. It was more than that.
It was like ships in the night where one team goes this way, the other team goes that way.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Paparazzi caught.
He got the bad end of that deal.
He definitely did. Yang, DY, and Fade on the Ancients' high ground as Fly. Moving in towards mid, maybe looking for that tower deny. Drags the creep aggro away, but he walks up into 3 from Vici Gaming.
No.
Ancient deny. No. Dunk down before he can even get to those lizards.
Man, that was a close dunk. That didn't really look like it was dunk yet, but I guess Yang knows. He knows when it's dunking time.
Oh, but look at Paparazzi. Leshrac is getting it done. Crit helps out massively there as they find the Luna kill deep in behind enemy lines.
Back-to-back kills on Luna. All right. Starting to get some momentum here. EG. Very nice.
Back down.
It's really impactful when you kill someone twice. Like, oh, S4. TP's base and then ulti's back down bottom. That's funny. He's just picking up items. No need to use the courier when I have ulti.
I am Kunkka now.
Yep.
Going into that Dragon Lance. As they've smoked Crit behind S4 with CCNC and Fly. So a lot of big sweeping movements from EG as they try to get the job done. They'll find the kill onto the Weaver now as Ori regenning up through the Ghost Shroud as a Death Pulse and a Supernova to help him out. But the damage is there from CCNC and Crit. They'll focus the Supernova and a 2-for-1 exchange. EG getting this CCNC Leshrac up on the board feels very nice.
What a beautiful bait by Gustav. So nice. Just standing there, low HP, the blink on the Necro. He thought that, oh, time to get online. Surprise, everyone was there.
A blink and a call from Yang onto Crit. Should follow through with a swap on a stun. DY sets it up, but the Lightning Storm with a split earth. They don't save Crit, but CCNC, he is a lawnmower and he's rolling over these blades of grass. Vici Gaming, 4 for 2, all things said and done.
Yeah, EG are really finding their pace here, getting a lot of stuff coming back into the game a bit. Luna gonna pick some top runes, but Phoenix even getting slammed here by Ogre.
What was the change in the dynamic of this game? Like, have Vici Gaming just played a little too loose?
I think EG just started setting up nice baits, honestly. I mean, this is kind of textbook stuff, right? The enemy is very strong, so they're going to play aggressive. You just sit behind your tower and bait someone right next to your tower, and you kill them. It sounds so easy when you say it like that, but it's really well done by EG and capitalizing on Vici's mistakes.
And this has shoved Crit on the Ursa from like 500 gold or so a couple of minutes ago, basically to blink.
Yeah, he has the entire thing. He could even sell Venom, I would say, at this point, but he wants to keep it. He has a lot of inventory slots to use.
Sprinting straight into the waiting arms of two of them there. Fade and Ori jump in from Yang. The call looks okay with Eclipse on top. The damage is good onto Crit, but that's only a support Ursa you found. They need to get more out of this. A lot of expenditure from Vici Gaming. They're not going to get anything more. S4 back in the trees, and the rest of EG fall away.
Yeah, not the worst casualties there if you consider the fact that Arteezy is free farming top meanwhile. So that's pretty good still for EG. They are going to have to defend the tower or decide if they want to leave it. They bloodlust it up, making it defend itself. Fight, tower, fight. Shoots pretty fast. Level 1 bloodlusts.
Ursa does miss out a little bit on his timing on Blink. Now 100 gold away, but he should be able to make that up quite easily. As Vici Gaming scan in behind the tier 1. Ooh, do they not feel timid at all about this? They've got Reaper Scythe and Supernova, no Eclipse, so I feel maybe with a couple of ultis they have.
Well, Vici have to back up. This split push on side lanes is just too big. Weaver was shoving mid as well. But now, instantly, that could mean that EG push and take a tower bottom instead.
Dire and Radiant Observer wards.
Dude,
watching out for that cross in the jungle.
Watching Arteezy right now reminds me a little bit of JT, you know, where he just kind of tucks away and split pushes, has the silent game, 1-2-2, not having a great start, but Morphling, man. Trouble a-brewing.
He is coming back.
Oh,
Paparazzi. Mask of Madness on, jump in from Crit. Pops the Shrine there for the Luna to try and get out, but the damages are just insane. Bottom lane, they're looking for the dive onto Phoenix. He has an Icarus dive of himself, as well as a TP, so EG give that one up.
So far, the standout player on the side of EG has definitely been Crit. I mean, the support Ursa.
He's been everywhere and nowhere.
Yep.
Fade.
An absolute monster.
Cuts into the trees. S4, oh, gets the swarm on him ever so barely, forcing the dive away and the TP. Is he safe?
Wow, that damage. He almost killed him. That was really close. I did not expect that, but...
I mean, Phoenix with no armor and then the swarm.
Yeah, Bloodlusted Weaver, yeah.
Bloodlusted Weaver, things add up.
It does add up for sure.
So Ursa heading into the Basher, the classic. With Weaver
Necro going for a Radiance build. This is next item. And I must say, Luna, despite her 4 deaths, still being second highest on net worth, is pretty impressive. Because she's been picked off a lot this game.
Yeah, she keeps getting found, but I guess whenever she's found, she's farming. So,
yeah, I mean,
she's cleared both camps and like, oh, you've killed me. I've spent my money.
I guess so. Already did the job.
I don't think I ever look at Paparazzi and see like 2,000, 3,000 gold. He's always very... Unless he knows he needs buyback in a very certain situation.
Spend his money.
He's very, spend your money
god,
kind of
it's SMorc hunting time.
What is the Ogre doing down there? Is he warding?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just doing the psychopath, right? It's fly. Just run in.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm an ogre. Look at me.
Yeah, focus me. Don't think about the Morphling.
Don't look bottom. Don't look top. Look at mid. Look at me.
Honestly, this has been a bigger and bigger thing. That we see more throughout this tournament than I've seen in recent times. The whole distraction play. Olger and Bane.
The Maniac role.
Yeah.
It's like the Jester in Mafia.
It is. It's annoying. It's annoying.
You win if you make the enemy kill you.
Yeah.
TP to the Shrine from Fly. Guess what? He scouted out the entire VG team. He'll die immediately though. 1-for-0 exchange. Vici will get themselves a tier 2 for it. This time, maybe the Maniac play not working out entirely as intended.
Maybe not. We have interesting positioning on Yang here. He's looking for something mid. But Pink's coming out. I think they saw the rotation down there by Necro.
They are swinging into action. But they won't find any. It's a pretty dry lane.
Yeah, but maybe it's crits and CCNC coming in from behind, perhaps.
Another TP coming in. DY maneuvers into mid lane.
Mid tower is so low. I think CCNC probably wants to go for tier 1 even.
Oh, EG have just signaled out that they think the Radiant are all in that dire jungle, so they'll allow themselves to catch crit here on the Ursa Warrior. Again, support Ursa, not a massive pick-off. And it was a big rotation and a smoke there from VG Gaming, which is kind of not negated, but definitely mitigated any kind of massive loss EG could have suffered.
Wow, that was so close to him seeing the Weaver on Necro. That was ultra close, but the Fog of War just barely.
That's nighttime.
Ogre doing a good job defending mid. He stopped the Luna from pushing. Just been standing here, throw some Fire Blast in her face. Blood lost the tower, and we're cool. But this game, slowly, it feels like it's slow and steady, still going the way of Vici. Alright, there's no big advantage anywhere. But I feel like if Roshan is to be taken anytime soon, it's probably going to happen by Vici. Even though EG are the ones with Ursa and Weaver, I just feel like control on the map, it's easier for Vici the way the game is going.
It feels smoother, just more free, the way that they're kind of flowing around the map. Their wards look pretty good up towards the top part. Nothing down south, though, just a few sentries making a nice little equilateral triangle. Down in that bottom right-hand corner, Fly finds Fade as they do scout Roshan there with a Wave of Terror. Quick dive over the top.
Bit of a miss, that dive, but doesn't really matter. The swap is there, doing some damage, but they can't really bring him down.
Saving Private Fly.
Okay.
He is going to die, but they turn around for Fade. Great Supernova. The timing of that as the final projectile was launched, but the stuns the Eclipse onto the Morphling. Arteezy, no way for Manta. Oh, you God. Absolutely beautiful until the Reaper Scythe will put him in his place.
Yeah, nice little Manta dodge on the Sun stun there, but not quite enough. Bottom lane, you see a call onto the Weaver, but they don't have the sentry down by the time it's done. Bit of a misplay. And I think the S4 is going to be just fine down there.
That was
mid
so
lane,
close.
forcing out the BKB on Luna. Action everywhere right now.
Top to bot to mid. Look back to you, back to me.
What's going on?
CCNC, I don't know. It's just everywhere there's brawls breaking out. It's been really good watching the TP reactions and these very snappy, decisive moves. Like mid lane, CCNC, yeah, swap back into the loving, warm hug of the Sunray from Fade.
Very nice kill for him to get there, killing both the Morphling in the previous engagement and getting the Leshrac. Those are the two biggest kills you can get. Even if the Weaver is more farmed, I mean, he's not the hero that you want to shut down. You want to stop that Morphling.
If Yang hadn't hesitated there for like half a second, I think he might have found S4 with a call on the Blade Mail. Very, very tight window yet again.
Ursa thinking about it, but he doesn't want to go into so many heroes. He's gonna go, perhaps? No.
Radiant's Necro. So this is one of the situations where in Dota 2, you know, everyone on the team is very much focused around one objective. You know what you want to be doing, you're planning ahead, and you know that EG are likely going to come in and contest.
Look for the Ursa from above.
There's the swap. Fly taken out. The swarm is good though, crossing onto multiple heroes here, and the blink from the Ursa. Turned around with a call from Yang.
The taunt, beautiful.
Nice little Lucent Beam will take down Crit, the Supernova over the top. The dive over the top.
Yeah.
Arteezy is the Phoenix now.
Arteezy.
That is Arteezy. The Fade Phoenix is over towards the back with Supernova available.
Arteezy can be a bird if he wants to, dude.
He absolutely can. But yeah, it's again going to come down to this Roshan as both teams, they are vying for control around the pit. Rosh down to about half HP.
Both teams using buyback, but still feels like Vici got the better end of that deal right there. They did use the BKB on Luna, so she's not quite as ready for fighting now. But Necro is so strong. Oh, he blinks in though. Maybe a brave move.
Nice swap. Venge with a call forward. Yang has CCNC set in his sights. S4's Weaver's in the back, but he's doing no damage.
Oh.
He does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, for 100 seconds that's going to be true as well, because he's on the sidelines.
Dead without buyback. Just finished off his Dragonlance BKB, or just finished off his BKB, I guess. A bit of money saved up. But Roshan goes the way of Vici Gaming as they set themselves in prime position to tie up this series.
It is time to go high grounds. You don't really care which lane you go to, just get to a point of standing on the high ground. Luna is fantastic at pushing now. When you have Aegis and that safety that you're not gonna die, then she can really just tear into this racks. This might just be mid racks and top racks actually. Like a long time without Weaver.
Oh, they're being very, very patient and disciplined. Moving in towards Fly, the kill here. They want to take the tier 2s down first. The jump in from Crit, though, looking towards Yang. The Sunray turn around to keep Yang healthy and get damage in onto this nasty little teddy bear. There's the Battle Hunger to cancel any chance of a blink, but Crit turns and kills Yang.
You got 2 kills, but then we got 2 kills. Still, though, you didn't have Weaver during this. So just the fact that Vici tried to play the entire map, I disagree with this decision. I honestly think if they 5-man there with Weaver dead for 100 seconds, they could have made some bigger stuff happen than what happened now.
Yeah. Like, they didn't even get the tier 2. They got a couple of kills. They have to reset.
They do still have the Aegis, though, so they can go again and just, you know, force the issue. Can still happen, but I really wish that they would go more together with the Necro and the Luna.
Necro with Radiance burning the creep wave from Invis.
Not suspicious.
How is that creep wave dying? We'll never know.
It's really hot on the mid lane.
It really is. You saw that bug, right, with the Radiance burn? We'll come back in a second. Paparazzi in onto S4, and I've got the blink from the Necro. Not quite enough damage, though. The dive forward, looking for the Weaver. No time lapse, only BKB. S4, not going to pop it just now.
You got clutch ulti off there on the Weaver. Still got ultied by Necro, but...
Very close.
Nice to live. Ursa, looking for something.
No way.
No. Just aggressive, as always.
Oh yeah, there was a thread that popped up on Reddit where there was a very specific bug with Monkey King, Warlock, and Underlord. And you had to do a very specific sequence of events. And whenever the Underlord, at the end of those events, would... I think it was Monkey with Radiance, and Underlord would have to use his ulti to TP to a lane. And whenever he TP'd somewhere, where he landed, Radiance Burn would appear and be permanent.
Oh, I see.
So you could actually cover the map, technically, with just spots of Radiance Burn.
I see. It's the Monkey King clones not properly stopping. Ah, I see. That's sneaky.
So he was like TPing the Monkey clone or something around the map. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Radiant Monkey King is some annoying stuff when he pops ulti, especially if he has level 25 talents. Massive
range.
Massive Radiance burn.
Quick and easy tier 1 for Crit top. Vici Gaming looked like they were setting up for a shove in onto tier 3 middle, but they are pinging out top lane. Paparazzi wants to continue farming and shoving this equilibrium across the river, but look at who is set up to his sides. Ogre northeast, Crit to the southwest.
He saw him though. He saw the Ogre a little bit there, the Lunar Blessing. And beautiful. The forced off right in there. He knew precisely what was happening.
Just finished off that Hurricane Pike as well. Looks like some good value. Battle Hunger. Oh, that's not going to finish him off, is it? They've given up. Fly survives.
Barely alive there. Orc lives for another day. He is kind of in an awkward spot, but he's healing so fast with Tranquils.
He'll come out.
Morphling. They're chasing him, but he's gonna be just fine. He's running away.
He knows what's up. And now with his freshly purchased BKB, Manta style on top of it, he is a threat in these fights. Bottom, Fade, Halberd, Spirit Vessel, nowhere near an easy kill for S4. You are lacking some serious damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a defensive build on Weaver. He really does need this MKB to provide the damage for him. Look at Ogre. He like played from top lane, ran down mid lane, now hijacking a wave.
Getting pinged out. Get this guy out of my lane. Paparazzi will come in and finally claim that kill. Ori.
Ooh, the bigger kill though. Meanwhile, the Necro ulti being used to bring down Electric.
CCNC dead to Reaper's Scythe. 60 seconds. And I wonder if they saw him buy some items there, because he has no buyback.
He doesn't. And again, this is a massive timing window. The Aegis is going to time out soon, right? It's not going to last for that much longer.
Dire's putting up a barricade. Dire's middle tower's in trouble.
Jump with X, the call, and that's TZ gone. But now they jump with Crit inside, but that's it. Him gone.
Wow.
Vici Gaming might just have the game in the bag now.
Yeah, I mean, they took a fight even without the Ogre there. Never mind already having, you know, your
And the dream situation for Luna. Open barracks, bouncing glaives. And the tier 4's taking damage.
This is not gonna stop. She's gonna go for everything. Everything.
VG looking for end.
They are. They might even continue for Megas here, honestly.
CCNC TPing in.
Oh, okay.
Immediately pops his BKB, lands the split earth nicely, but there's physical damage. The glaives are bouncing, Paparazzi claims his life. Dead for 70, and Evil Geniuses, I think you might be tapping out soon. Weaver stuck in the middle of that.
Tap out for sure.
That is surely it. Evil Geniuses.
They're gonna wait a little bit. They have Ursa coming up and they have 2 buybacks, but yeah, this is just over.
VG Gaming take the game and tie things up 1-1. As we're seeing a fair number of
Another
goals today.
1-1.
Another 1-1.
That's what we provide here on the C stream, but that was honestly a very well-deserved win for VG Gaming. I like the way they played this. I like the way they laned, and it seems like mid lane is so important in these games that we see. There's a lot of room for outplay, right?
Yeah.
Because mid is almost